And welcome back to the Rock Shop Podcast. Joining me tonight is
Hey, what's up again? Returning to the shop is David Seibert back here from Tallahassee.
David. Made a whole ass podcast since he's been gone, I think. I don't know. It's been a
I
while.
I have, yeah,
So
I
plug
do.
it.
I do a whole sports podcast with my cousin, my uncle. It's called Highly Taken Podcast. We just do a bunch of random sports stuff. Right now we're doing a bunch of top tens for football since football season's about to get underway here soon. But we do a bunch of random stuff. A lot of it involves drinking as well. So if you're into sports and drinking, not a lot of white people, not especially males, do sports podcasts. Definitely a potential there to tap into. No one does it.
Wow, that's crazy. I should have my brother on. He doesn't know how to sport, but he could do like a whole NFL tier list. He could
That
be
yeah,
all like, he could be all like Eagles as Doug tier next.
okay. False. Eagles are not Doug tier. Eagles are reigning runner ups.
He'll be like Cowboys S tier, America's team next.
No, no,
That's right.
boo. Cowboys are worse than Doug tier.
He'll be like Cleveland Brown. That's my favorite Family Guy. S
That,
tier.
that's fair. No, that's fair. Best logos in all of sport. Cleveland Browns. It's just a helmet.
I heard they're looking at changing the Commander's name again.
Yeah, well, so obviously they changed it from the Redskins, then they were the football team, and then they were the Commanders, and now they're looking to change it again for the post Dan Snyder area, not to be confused with Dan Schneider.
I was about to
but
say.
um but yeah, they say they want to maybe change it. But like, I mean, come on, how are you gonna go through four name changes in like 5 years times? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to change it to because apparently what happened when the Redskins name came out, a bunch of people in the Washington D.C. area started buying patents for team names so they couldn't use them, or if they wanted to use them, they'd have to pay for them to have the patent on that. So they had to pay for the rights for the name. So I don't know what they're going to name the team. I mean, honestly, stick with football team. Who cares? I don't know what else you're going to name that team.
I have two thoughts, not to be, confused with my thoughts, Ashley and Jennifer, but I have two thoughts about this. Thought one is that merch is going to be really expensive, nice collector's item, Washington football team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I should
Very
have
rare
invested.
vines.
I should have invested, I'll be honest. My other thought was about that patent thing because you're absolutely right. So I really want to see what's left, what's on the whiteboard. Washington big titty anime girlfriends.
That's probably on the board. They can do like the Washington Waifus. That could be a
Ooh,
possible team name. They can do the Washington White Guys instead of the Redskins. Try to flip it on their head and make it just white people. I'm sure that will not go wrong at all. Washington. I don't know. A lot of people have said like the presidents, the Washington. And the reason why they did commanders because commander in chief, and they're Washington D.C. Um, but yeah, I don't know what team. The Hogs, Washington Hogs, maybe. I don't know.
the Washington, they should just change it every 4 years, depending who's president. Like the Washington Joe Bidens,
The Bidens.
uh, or just
Well,
name it after some politician in office, like
the
the
Washington Tafts,
the Washington Stabinowskis or some
the
shit.
Washington Garfields,
Ooh,
and then they can just have the cat as their mascot, and they can have
so,
half off lasagna every single Monday night game.
no, I want like the Washington Arthurs, like
But
Chester Arthur, and
but it's just the aardvark instead.
yeah, DW.
I found out recently that Bob Marley's son was the one who did the intro song to Arthur, which would not have guessed at all.
That's beautiful. Was he like a star? Was he, big
Who
deal?
Bob Marley or his son?
Well, his son.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I just found out the other day he did the Arthur theme song. So that's weird rabbit holes that you find out on my favorite platform X. So
It's strange, like just the star power they get for like, kids theme songs because Destiny Child did Proud Family.
Yeah, Bowling for Soup was Phineas and Ferb.
My favorite is B-52s did Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, I guess other than that, I can't really. Selena Gomez did Shake It Up, but I feel like Selena Gomez was still like on Disney Channel at that time, so that doesn't really
That doesn't really
count
count.
as much.
That's like saying Drake Bell did the iCarly theme
Yeah,
song. Like,
Drake was on Degrassi.
true. Um, Lil Richie, if that's his name, Lil Richard, some
Yeah,
'50s
Little
guy. Yeah,
Richard.
he did Magic School Bus,
Huh.
and then the Cringe Lord himself, Hamilton guy, did the reboot
Oh,
Magic School
Lin-Manuel
Bus.
Miranda,
Yeah,
Hamilton dude.
yeah. I
That's
don't
fair.
know,
That's
dude.
fair. I know him from Hamilton. I know him from In the Heights and the new Little Mermaid movie.
Scuttlebutt.
I actually did not watch the Little New Mermaid movie. The the new Little Mermaid movie.
I'm surprised. I feel like you would have seen that.
Well, I don't know. Like I think the last thing I saw in theaters was Barbie. So um I want to see Oppenheimer. I feel like I should see. I heard so much good stuff about it. I love the meme that's just like on opening night, the guy bought the one seat in the front of the AMC theater. It was like the IMAX seating. And it was like the seat in the dead center, in the middle, in the front, getting
Yeah, the
absolutely
very front row.
all of that just explode in your face.
So that was I don't know if you saw I was talking a lot on Snapchat about that. I was trying to see if I could get another friend, but nobody want to see it with me for round two. But I secured the bag. I am seeing it 2 weeks from now in that IMAX 70 millimeter
Oh,
because that was a life changing experience practically. I mean, that was amazing. You know, I just got the entire sloppy Toppenheimer experience
the
right there.
sloppy Toppenheimer.
That's right.
It
Because
exploded in my face, sloppy Toppenheimer.
because my head fucking exploded.
It has all you could ever want. It has Scarecrow. It has Iron Man. That's all I really know.
Has
And then
motherfucking Josh Peck in it.
Josh Peck is in it.
He is. And Nat Wolf from Naked Brothers Band.
What?
I swear
That's
to
all the
God.
star power. It's all the star power you need.
Swear to God. No spoilers, but there's a scene where Josh Peck almost causes apocalypse. He could have very well caused apocalypse on Earth.
Then he stares into the screen and just goes, Megan.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
crazy. Oh,
I don't. It's so weird because like I'm gonna watch it twice. I could like tell it was him, but there were a lot of guys who looked like him. But
Josh Peck?
yeah. Like there's a German guy who looks exactly not. He looks a lot like him. Um, but I feel like I don't think Josh even had a major role. Out Nat Wolf or whatever, he was barely in it, but I recognized him.
That's crazy. I feel like he's been in something else though recently too.
He was in he was in a Nick Cage movie. That was his big thing, and he was pretty good in that.
Huh. Was it a great Nick Cage movie like Ghost Rider 2 Spirit of Vengeance?
It was top tier Nick, and I'm not saying because it's a meme. It was called Pig, and it was great. It was actually like really great. I think a lot of people were saying like he'd be nominated, best actor. I think he was snubbed.
I mean, look, if you're going to talk about that, you have Pig and Whale. We just need more actors that are going in these animal movies, and that way they get better careers. I mean, Brendan Fraser won an Oscar because of it. We're talking about the same guy who was the star of Looney Tunes Back in Action, just won an Oscar. So
The Whale. He won the Oscar for that one frame. I'm one of the few, I feel, the general populace who've seen The Whale, and I can confirm there's more to it than that one frame promotional image.
the one image where people have photoshopped like the guy telling George Bush that
Yeah.
the towers have been crashed into.
Look at me, I'm the whale.
That's so. I've seen like the meme where he's like just eating stuff from the fridge. I need to see the movie because obviously I love Brendan Fraser. Um, I don't know. I say obviously, like that's not a bit. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, I love Brendan Fraser. Like I said, one of my favorite movies, Looney Tunes Back in Action, one of his greatest films. If you've never seen it, you should definitely sit through it. I tell you
Oh,
what,
I
there's
love Back in Action, dude.
some great cameo. Jeff Gordon was in that movie for a little bit.
Shaggy was in it.
Matthew Lillard and actually cartoon Shaggy were talking to each other during it, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah, it was very star-studded. Area 52.
So I don't want to spoil the whale for you, but it was very funny. I was gonna tell my guys at work who, about half of them are really big into movies. I was gonna say like, "Hey guys, I'm seeing the whale right now," but the opening shot happens, and I'm not gonna spoil what it is, and don't look it up. But it was so like grotesque, and it was so like, oh, what the fuck, that I was like, I cannot tell them to like go see it. That might be like
Ooh,
they'd
is
be like,
this
"Hey, sure."
ooh, full frontal Brendan Fraser in all his glory?
I don't want to say what exactly, but
Oh,
you're in the ballpark.
let's get in the balls park.
It
I
gets
am.
worse.
Oh, I
Imagine
am
the worst thing that you could possibly see with Brendan Fraser in that fat suit, and yeah, it's happening.
Brendan Fraser in a fat suit. I don't know. I can't say that's the worst thing you can possibly think of. I mean, like full frontal fat Brendan Fraser in a suit, man. You can sign me up for that. I think he's lost a lot of weight. He was also in he's in some DC TV show or something like a
Doom Patrol.
yeah. I haven't seen that either, but I heard he's pretty good in that as well.
He was gonna be in Batgirl, that movie that DC canceled
Oh
for the tax
yeah.
write-off. So he was gonna be in that, but apparently it was ass. And oh, I saw the Flash. You can't
Ooh,
spell
okay.
Flash without ass. If you say like Flash,
Flashes.
well, like if you say Flash a while, it's like FLASSH,
But
because
yeah,
that shit was ass.
I heard a lot of bad things about that, which is unfortunate because I'm a really big Michael Keaton fan. And the fact that he like reprised his role as Batman and was absolute garbage is sad to me.
He was watchable. There's the cameos were really, dude, like the cameos were insane. I can't say them because I want you to watch it, but you gotta watch it like while smoking crack, meth, weed.
Is the full shebang, all you can eat barfay buffet.
Honestly, yeah, like I almost want to see the Flash again, but like I'm definitely doing shots or something.
Flash while smashed.
There's one cameo that you would absolutely love,
Oh,
but I can't say it.
if it's one or two things I in my mind right now, it's either Jim Carrey Riddler or Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
It's even better than that. I'll
There's no,
tell you.
even better.
Yes, because it's something.
They resurrected Heath Ledger.
First of all, there are two epic things in the film. One of them is like a joke, but it is like something that happened in like film history, but it's like a meme because they were gonna have Michael Keaton be like the Batman, and they're gonna erase Ben Affleck, and they're gonna do this whole new universe before James Gunn jumped on. But yeah, Michael Keaton would have been like the Nick Fury Batman kind of thing. Um, but because like they're not doing that, they're doing the Gunverse now. Yeah, Keaton's out, so
No,
they will, yeah, they
they
replaced.
brought back George Clooney.
I can't say, but the ending is pretty funny because they're just like, yeah, fuck it, nobody cares.
It's kind
Um,
of sad though. Michael Keaton was such a great Batman, and then
it was pretty good.
then I got like a bunch of hopes like led up because then you know obviously his Vulture character is now in like the Venomverse.
Yeah, that's epic.
So like I that's very confusing. He's up there with Venom and Morbius, Michael Keaton Vulture in the same universe right now.
Okay, but there's one cameo. Do not look up the cameos. maybe watching a YouTube video, but you'd be shitting balls because this is casting that would have happened in one DC movie that never did. Pretty historical from a long time ago, and
I
they
think I
let
already
this
I think I already know
person.
it maybe, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you'll be, dude. You gotta like. I almost want you to watch it just for that, but I didn't want to like spoil it. You know, I didn't want to like say anything. But there is one moment you're like, whoa, what could have been? You know.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I probably just based off of that, I can probably guess what it is, especially my history
Yeah.
of favorite actors. But yeah, I think with the DC verse, I feel kind of bad for them because it feels like every single time they try to find their footing, they switch it, and then they're like, "Oh, that doesn't count anymore. Like, what happened doesn't matter." Like they try to find their footing with like the whole Justice League thing and like Zack Snyder, and then they just destroyed that, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll make this new things," and Ezra Miller does all the stuff that he does, and like, well, we'll make that movie anyway. We'll add in Michael Keaton. We'll have female Superwoman, or whatever. And then like now it's just an awful movie that people like say like one of the worst movies of the year.
What's gonna be awesome is so I like James Gunn a lot. I'm pretty, stoked for the Gunverse.
You're pretty pro gun.
Yeah, well, um, hey, there's no
Kind
controlling
of
this James
kind of
Gunn,
got
bro.
political.
Yeah, right. Um, no, DC cannot control that gun, bro. James can do whatever he wants, but he is a maniac because what he's going to do is people say like the MCU is too bloated because now you got to watch TV shows, but James literally wants to like merge the DCAU, so all the animated stuff, the
Including
movies, the
Teen
comics,
Titans
and the
Go
video games.
and the
One
video game.
thing,
That's tough though.
but the most shocking thing: the government announced there are aliens among us.
Dude, I heard that there are apparently aliens among us. There's been a bunch of people like airplanes been like that person like a cyborg or whatever it is. Like the person's not a real person. Like freaking out on airplanes. It's crazy.
Could you imagine if like an alien just, UFO just showed up, like ALMAO, and then they showed up in all their alien ways? Could you imagine if the rock shop was probed?
What?
Huh?
We could never be probed by alien life. Oh,
What? Huh? Who's there? With
oh,
the alien from
it's an alien
space?
from space.
From space.
Oh, there we go.
He
Hello.
speaks. Alien.
I'm an alien. That's right, guys. We saw last time I was stuck in space because of these two idiots, but now I'm back to see Barbie. That's it.
That's exactly that. That's the reason why the aliens came to Earth is because they found out there was a Barbie and Oppenheimer double take now.
Yes, and that's the only way they'll be appeased. So, need a sequel really fast.
Most of the time the alien says, "Take me to your leader." And now they know it's exactly who to see.
Our leader is Margot Robbie.
It's Barbie, She's a Barbie girl living a Barbie world.
Lizzo.
Ooh, did you hear what happened to Lizzo?
I
No.
heard some news about Lizzo. That I don't know if it's true or not.
Well,
but
I didn't.
She's being
absolutely wild.
Lizzo's being sued, and
Give me
she
the
like
scoop. What's going on?
I'll give
she
you a banana
fat
scoop.
shamed her people. Lizzo's out here fat shaming her dancers.
Apparently, she made her backup dancers eat bananas out of vaginas. Allegedly,
Out of what?
vaginas.
Stripper vaginas in Amsterdam.
Bananas. I'm confused though. What part of that like would think like if we put this in a vagina, this will help with the health process or something. I'm kind of lost on that one.
Like I don't know. I cannot tell you what goes on. Like, was it pre-peeled? Did they have to peel it while they were down?
They have to eat the peel.
Oh, So RJ, we were talking about, I guess, aliens. I mean, you've been to space. Apparently,
Yeah,
there's
that's
been
right.
news though that there's aliens among us.
Oh, poor choice of words. Too soon.
Sus.
What, among us?
I have heard about that too. I don't know too much about it, but yes, I heard that the aliens are finally among us. Sure.
I hate that I can't say Among Us without thinking of the stupid game and sus memes.
RJ.
Even your microphone looks like an imposter.
Who's?
Yours.
Whoa.
What? What's his?
Whoa. He's breaking up.
He's speaking alien.
He's a sussy among us.
Oh no! Can you hear me now?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. What do these aliens want? What are they doing here?
Yeah, I'm not too in depth about the alien talk either. I just know that they're here, Ryan. So you please enlighten
Yeah.
us.
You're the alien. What do you want?
You're
Well,
gonna
Why are you asking me?
you're gonna shoot us. You're gonna put us in some nets and try to take us to the moon. Is that what you're gonna do?
what? No, I just got back from space. I was up there for like a long time, like a long time.
How did we pay for that? I don't know how we paid for that.
Thanks to our Patreon sponsors. Thanks, guys.
Our Patreon sponsor. Who's our Patreon sponsor? Is this RJ putting his own money into there the entire time?
Just my name 5 times.
What
And I subbed for the highest tier.
What actually happened is because I had to get Xfinity Wi-Fi in space, it took a while for me to be able to use the internet.
It's true. It's true.
Lots happened.
He got that budget Ryan Reynolds Wi-Fi. They
Oh,
launched him into space.
Does he have Wi-Fi now? He has a lot of stuff now. He has his own phone business. He has his like stocks business. He has his like aviator gin or whatever. So, I mean, good for him. Deadpool 3.
I was about to say, I think he's also a part-time actor, I think.
Maybe. He's
Maybe.
a part-time husband too. He's married to Blake Lively from
He's got that Wrexham.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah, he's got
Oh.
Wrexham too.
True. Yeah, he's right. He has Wrexham as well with the guy from Always Sunny.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
It's a soccer team. If you didn't know, the soccer team, Wrexham FC or United.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm not much of a sports guy, so I don't know too much soccer. I do know Messi's going to Miami.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we have Messi. He's in Miami now. He was like spotted at Publix. It's just wild to me to think like the second most Instagram followed person in the world, like arguably one of the best soccer players of all time, was just walking around in a Publix.
And that's
Was
crazy.
he getting a pub sub?
He was gonna pub. Well, that's how we actually should judge him on whether or not he's the best soccer player of all time is what he orders on his Publix sub. So that's something we have to look out for too.
Well, wait, who's the number one most followed?
That would be Ronaldo.
Okay. I was gonna say,
top three. Number 1 is Ronaldo. Number 2 is Messi. Number 3 is Selena Gomez.
Well,
So,
you know, like you're
All right,
at
I don't know
Publix.
sports, but I know that's not true.
no, Selena Gomez is the number 3 followed Instagram account.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was talking about soccer. My bad.
No, yeah, Selena Gomez is she uses her wizarding tricks. Actually, it's a very unfair advantage.
Well, hold on.
I
You've got the
freaking knew
second most followed Instagram person at Publix with the most liked Instagram post for sale at Publix. The egg.
Ooh,
Egg.
the egg.
It's a
So
crossover.
and also the egg aliens. The movie Alien has eggs. I'm pretty sure.
I think someone made an omelet in that movie. I think.
I'm a big Ripley fan.
Well, we're what month is it?
We're in August now.
5 or 4 months.
Merry
5
August,
months?
everyone.
We have Christmas in less than 5 months from now.
And when do you think
God.
the podcast is going to drop?
That's a good. That's actually going to be what it is. It's going to be the New Year's podcast, but we're talking about Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Well, no, we're behind the news. We got to talk about
we're
the Mario
internet,
movie.
We're the Internet Explorer of podcasts.
We're still updating.
We're like, oh my goodness, did you guys just hear about this? Elon Musk bought Twitter.
But guys,
not even Twitter anymore.
Guys, we gotta forget Barbenheimer. We gotta talk about the number one movie, the Mario movie.
That's right. We are a Mario podcast.
We
Yeah,
are.
we're
We
talking about Mario
started as a
movie.
Mario podcast. We'll end as a Mario podcast.
Mm-hmm. Was this the last episode?
No.
I was just like, I'm back from space. That's all that matters. I'm done. You guys wouldn't allow Kelly Clarkson to fund this last time? Okay, this is your fault.
It's been
Maybe
too
sure.
long. There's so much that's happened.
How much is your Uber Eats bill in space? Like, that has to be ridiculous.
Well, I didn't have too much Uber. There were some, but like I mostly survived off of space dots, and I hated them
Okay.
after the second day in space. So it was a long time.
I can you even think of any like space themed foods? Cosmic brownies.
Hold
mind.
on, space ice cream they sell.
There's space. Like, is there any restaurants space themed or anything? Like, I can't think of like not including like Disney, like Tomorrowland stuff. I can't think of like any like space themed stuff they would have up there.
In space or at Disney?
No. In space. Disney has whatever they want to have. I'm not gonna sit there and trash on the mouse right now. Not when he's watching.
What is a futuristic restaurant? That's a good point.
Like,
they don't exist. It's like a diner on an asteroid. That's how at least the movies depict them, you know?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like there's like not even name wise. There's like no like futuristic themed restaurants. Like White Castle is like technically an old theme style restaurant because it's a castle, which actually I think it's also the oldest restaurant in America, like fast food chain.
It is.
But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about space food now. I apologize. I'm giving RJ PTSD right now. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
kind of, but I'm keeping it together. I'm just screaming on the inside.
Yeah, he listened to only Kelly Clarkson up there, actually.
Yeah, bro, Mario movie. What'd you guys think?
Oh yeah, Mario. So it was good.
Cap.
It was Cap.
So yeah, when I was watching the Mario movie, I just thought it was crazy. So the part when they go into like the Koopa world, right? And it's like all like kind of like steampunky Blade Runner-esque, and like there's like people being turned into like Goombas and all that. It was absolutely wild. And then the part at the end where they got rid of the Twin Towers.
Yeah, why the fuck was it a period piece?
Like, absolutely wild.
Did you see that? I heard that they had like two separate movies going on at the same time, like a Super Mario A movie and a B movie. And the B movie, yeah, definitely had the Twin Towers being deleted. Bowser like had a cannon, and like,
that movie. If you guys don't know, the movie's starring like John Leguizamo, the guy who played Sid the Sloth.
Bob Hoskins.
The 1990s Mario movie. I watched that for the fun of it, and I was sending stuff to you guys. I was like, what is this? Like, why did they think that? Like, they really focused hard on the dinosaur aspect of the world. They're like, oh yeah, they hatched from dinosaurs. Like, this is Yoshi, and it's like an actual like velociraptor.
David, I don't think you were part of the friend group, and RJ, I don't know if you were either back in the day, but
okay, RJ, you hear that?
I don't think either of you guys were, but
start our own podcast.
When we were freshmen,
the paper podcast, because paper covers rock.
But when we were, oh shit, I'm fucked. I'll have an alliance with the Scissors podcast.
We're like the lesbian podcast.
Oh god,
ladies, what's going on?
Anyway. Can we join the lesbian podcast?
If you know what, you can. You can join this Scissors podcast.
So, yeah. So when we were all freshmen, I went to a charity event, a charity gala, if you will, at the Life Center.
Okay.
And I think I bid like $5 on an Assassin's Creed art book, and I won some charity supporting some cause. But they had a midnight screening of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And obviously this was the better of the two, the 90s one. I remember it was Josh and Nick and some of the others. They're begging me to like come to Waffle House with them. I was like, but Mario movie. And that was one of my more regrettable life choices.
Would you go to Waffle House?
No. I was like, I gotta watch the movie. Like, socialize with you guys? No.
An absolute fever dream of a movie.
And I watched it sober.
But well, we're talking about the animated movie, of course.
Yeah.
The one made by the Minion Studio.
Hot take, I think the cartoon one was lesser.
I think it wasn't for me. I don't think it was made for me. I like the subtle Easter eggs and stuff. It was definitely a kids movie, and I think that's what they kind of marketed it to be. So I'll give them props there. It wasn't for me, but for a kids movie, I think it did its job.
Yeah, I agree too. It was a thrill ride in a sense. It was like I want to say it's like dangling keys. I think there was a little more to it, but it was definitely more of just like fast paced. Oh, see all the different Mario stuff and all the stuff we could put into it. We got Donkey Kong, we got Mario Kart. So they're just trying to put a lot into it. And so like the story and pacing definitely took a back seat
Yeah,
in order to try to get everything in
a
there.
lot of world building they had to do because there's a lot of worlds in Mario, and it take at least 8.
Like,
at least
yeah, I was
8.
about to say, like, there's like 8 of them.
I mean, honestly, if I was going to write the Mario movie, I think it'd been pretty simple. It's like, Mario, Peach, and Toad have to go to a certain place. So you go through the world, and it's like a world building thing. Pretty simple, you meet Bowser and all that. But no, it was just very fast paced. And like the crux or like the premise of why the plot moves along kind of fails out in the end. Like, to get the Donkey Kong army, which first of all, Donkey Kong army is a funny phrase, but spoilers, it doesn't actually work well. They all get captured at the end. So it kind of amounted to nothing.
Yeah, they honestly just got, or spoiler alert, they got absolutely destroyed by a blue shell, and that like was it. They did in some faux pas Rainbow Road and got destroyed.
The only part I liked was when they shrunk Bowser and put him in a jar.
What did they do with the jar?
I immediately, like when the movie ended, I immediately went on X, Twitter,
No,
not
X.
not on those other X apps.
Threads.
I immediately went on the app formerly known as Twitter and searched Bowser jar.
Don't do it. Don't actually do that, kids.
Yeah. I really want to see that scene again. I'm gonna go on X. What's it called? X videos. Yeah. Search Bowser
That's
jar.
not the Twitter videos, unfortunately.
Oh god.
Really?
I will say Chris Pratt didn't do a bad job. I will say we definitely we flamed him hard.
Yeah.
But he did not do a bad job for what they wanted him to do. I feel
it kills me because he is a voice actor. He has been in things and he's done a good job. He's just not Italian, People just hate him for no reason. Like, I saw you do okay.
Yeah, but Mario isn't necessarily Italian, and I think it'd have been very. I mean, he is Italian, but he's an Italian American, like Brooklyn Italian. So,
right.
I think it would have been annoying to hear, Nintendo Mario the entire movie. I don't know how much I could have handled Nintendo slightly racist Italian Mario for the entire movie.
And they had Charles Martinet.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, they had Charles Martinet for like 5 seconds.
He was like a cameo.
That was good enough, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, honestly, a pro of the movie is definitely the voice acting. You would think kind of with the celebrity cast and with Illumination, they're kind of like, oh, celebrity voices, they got it. But no, they actually did a pretty good job, and especially Chris Pratt. He actually, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, I'm not thinking it's Chris Pratt. I actually think it's like, oh, it's a Mario. That's cool.
It's a
Mario.
It's a Mario.
I loved the post-credit scene
with Post Malone.
It's like, holy shit, guys, Yoshi in a Mario movie. What?
They're definitely gonna make a Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
The Yoshi Island movie. I feel like we're about to get cut off here really soon.
Yeah,
we got less than a minute.
3, 2.
More like the super mid movie, am I right?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty accurate.
Like I said, it wasn't for me. I actually watched it with my fiance and her little sister. So it was more fun to actually like answer the questions whenever she asked me, like, what's that? And I was like, well, actually, that's this. I'm not trying to Mario mansplain it, but whenever like they did like the spoiler alert, the post-credit scene is like Yoshi, and she's like, oh my goodness, that's gonna be the bad guy in the new movie. I'm like, no, it's not. It's like Yoshi will not be the bad guy, okay?
He will be the worst guy.
He'll be the sacrifice.
Newbie.
I just also kind of imagine she's like, who is that? And like, that's Mario. It's like, okay, who is that? Mario.
That's Metroid.
But who's that?
Mario.
Mario.
You keep saying the same thing, but I still have the same question. Who is that?
Who is that? I'm gonna win. Oh, that's Waluigi.
Oh.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu.
Bleach?
Oh,
Mario.
yeah, aren't they making a Detective Pikachu 2? Quick tangent.
I don't know.
They are
I actually
not.
haven't seen the first one, so
It's not
It's
very
okay.
good.
It's pretty mid too.
They wanted to. I think it was just in like like a development hell sort of thing. I don't think it made that much money, or is like they're kind of banking on like a Super Mario movie success, and I mean, it made its money back and then some, and not didn't make that much.
yeah, but Peaches.
Mid song, I'm
Okay,
just Ken sweeps,
I'm
bro.
Just Ken is a great song. That's a great song. I'll defend.
Dude. Like Peaches, the only lyric is peaches, peaches, peach, peach, peaches. But I'm just Ken is like entire like opera.
It's beautiful. I love that song
okay.
so much.
It's when I first heard about it, I think I gave myself too much expectation. Like I was like, oh, this must be like a really good song. I heard it and I wasn't quite impressed. It's a good song. Jack Black does a great job with it, but yeah, it's just kind of repetitive and
I think it's funny.
simple.
The funniest part about the song is that's the only time you can actually hear Jack Black is when he's actually singing.
That's true. Yeah. Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, that part right there is that.
That's my favorite part. Actually, that's my favorite part. He goes like, "Hey, Jack."
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was definitely for little kids, and I mean, it's Illumination. They're not really made for movies for adults. Um, but I mean, what would you put up? Like, what would you rank that up there with your like the best like video game movies?
That's
Ooh,
a good point. But
what is the best fighting game movie?
like I thought
Oh, the Sonic
Sonic 1
OVA.
and 2 were better, yeah.
Yeah, Sonic.
Oh no. Okay, continue.
Sonic. Yeah, I would say Sonic. I liked Sonic 1 and 2.
I mean, yeah, like I guess it's better than most video game movies, but like they don't have to be so piss.
I just think what ends up happening is Hollywood doesn't actually ever play the video games, and they just make the movies. Case in point, the 1990s Mario movie, where for some reason Daisy's like the main female, and then again 9/11.
There was
It
a
was
So I hit movie number 1337 on my IMDb.
Oh
I
wow,
knew there was
wow.
only one movie that could be the lead movie because it had to be some kind of game or shit. It's the number, only ever be that number. I watched a
Mm.
movie. It's free on YouTube. You should watch it. Intoxicated, but it's called Noobs with a Z, and it's
That-
so shitty, dude.
it's a YouTube movie. So like, I
I
mean,
think it was direct to
have you
DVD.
seen the Smosh movie?
But I think it was directed to DVD. Like it actually did have like people in it. Not like
As opposed
really
to
famous
animals.
people. Yeah, right. It had like Robin Williams' daughter in it. It had the guy who's Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, it had Moises Arias from Hannah Montana.
In
He was in it.
Montana.
Yeah.
I
And that the male lead from True Jackson.
I know Moises Arias' brother from Kicking It.
Yeah. Oh no, Moises is the best character because he's some nerd who has to have like this oxygen tank with him at all times. And
Wait, is he like it sounds like the same character he played in that one movie, like 5 meters apart or whatever? The one with Cole Sprouse,
oh,
where
I
they're
know.
like where they're all in like the living in the hospital. Moises Arias is also in that movie with an oxygen tank.
Yeah, it's so funny because like I don't know, the whole movie's really shitty. Like they get on an airplane, um, and it's like,
Oh no.
well,
Oh no.
okay, yeah.
The
Well,
crossover with the Mario movie.
they get on an
Oh
airplane.
no.
But the airline, and this is from 2013, so this is before like the meme.
That
But
makes it even weirder.
It was before 9/11.
yeah, 2013. But
Dude, back in time.
the airline's called These Nuts Airlines, so they say thank you for riding these nuts. It's like,
Wow.
oh fuck, that's stupid. But
That's some nice humor there. These
yeah.
nuts. That's peak
Comedy.
humor.
Well, that
Peak
was
humor.
before the hot these nuts hot got him. That was before that,
It's just
but
hard to
still.
believe that there was like a 2013 YouTube movie.
Well, it was like direct to DVD, like I said. It's just free on YouTube because nobody cares enough to copyright strike it. But Moises, it's so funny. He has like an oxygen tank, and this is the only funny part of the movie. But the gamer nerds are in town for like a Gears of War 3 competition, like pro gamer
Is there a
thing,
competitive Gears of War?
maybe.
Guess
But
so.
That
so
was just
they're
a story mode game.
so they're there in LA, and they're like, all right, we're gonna get laid, nerds. So they go to a strip club and they force Moises onto the stage or whatever. He starts getting a lap dance from this Lizzo ass looking stripper, and uh she's like on top of him, and her like shoe is on top of the tube connected to his oxygen tank. So he's like dying and shit.
That's
But he
I
can't
don't know
get
how
her
to
off.
respond to that.
And he can't get her off because she's like fat and shit.
Hey, look, fat people can get off too.
So he's just like, I don't know. That was like the movie just got like peak stupid where I was like, all right.
I mean, that's on you though for watching a movie called Noobs.
Yeah, well, I knew about this movie for a very long time. The gamer guy, his hot girlfriend leaves him because he lost his job because he's too busy gaming. And she has this incredible quip in the I want the script and I want to read it because the girl's like, I hope your Xbox can grow a vagina.
Challenge accepted.
Well, that's it.
I'll smash even if you have the red ring of death, baby.
That shit was fucking Shakespearean.
Wow. That's 2010's YouTube for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like early 2010s YouTube, like I said, that's when like Smosh was at its peak.
The budget was like
Right.
$1 million.
Now that's also RJ. While you've been in space, Smosh bought Smosh back.
I
Oh,
heard
so
about
true.
that through my space TV. I heard about that. That's amazing.
What channels do you get on Space TV?
Kevin
Channel
Spacey.
7, PBS, and Fox News.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't watch too much of that.
no more Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, he was on there a long time, like 24 hours. So kind of got tired of him.
No, I would say there's like YouTube movies that like baffle me. There's one time where I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos in my dorm room, on my not my dorm, my apartment, during college, and I fell asleep and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and the movie Igor was playing.
Oh, nice.
Oh my
I like
God.
woke up like half asleep, like looked at my TV, it's like Igor, and I was like, why is this movie playing?
That sounds like that's the beginning of a creepy pasta.
I actually I had the Igor Wii game. Like
What?
Oh wow.
somebody gave us a copy of the Igor Wii game. It was such a bad game.
That was a bad movie.
Yeah, well, obviously, it's like they always had those weird like movies on like they also have like what the superhero movie, that like Drake Bell spoof movie. They have that on
Oh
YouTube all the
yeah.
time.
The
Wait,
Firefly.
What are you talking about? The
You're-
Shredder Man?
No, like it's called like a superhero movie or whatever. But it's like Drake Bell is like the main hero, and the main villain is like Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
Or
it's like
like
one of those parody movies by the Wayne brothers, right?
yeah, I think it was a Wayne Brothers movie. It's like a spoof movie.
Well,
It's
I'm
either
not,
Wayne's brother movie. The same people made the disaster movies.
I'm not talking about like YouTube free movie. I'm talking about you can literally find just like uploaded YouTube films on there. Not like just upload films on
like
YouTube.
the Rat Race.
Yeah, and they're all shitty. Like I was
The
gonna
Rat
say,
Race.
like yeah, like noobs, the rat race. I mean, running the rat race.
I can't believe they stole your cover art from the Rat Race
That's right for Loki.
for
Yeah,
Loki. Yeah,
You can sue them out the butt.
right. you can get more money off of Tom Hiddleston's name than Taylor Swift did.
They dated.
That,
What?
Yeah, I can't keep up with the lore.
the floor.
The Taylor Swift lore?
Yeah, it should be
Well, no,
like a
so-
Taylor Swift anime.
No, so like Taylor Swift at one point dated Tom Hiddleston, but actually this is one of her good breakups. Like Tom Hiddleston's for good breakup. She felt bad for breaking up with Tom Hiddleston. So like for what I know is the good breakups are Tom Hiddleston and Taylor Lautner are two of the people that had good breakups with Taylor Swift. So
Who was the worst breakup then?
oh, definitely John Mayer.
What did he do?
Bad things, apparently very bad things. John Mayer, from what I heard, John Mayer, and then second would be the dude from Brokeback Mountain, Jake Gyllenhaal.
So I thought about how Taylor
Oh.
Lautner is like a nobody now, and he he's
He
married
was
to nobody.
abducted. That movie was great.
Is that
Yeah,
the
but-
parkour movie? Which
It
movie
is.
the yeah.
Well, no, it's the one where like he finds out through like one of those like face morph thing websites that like his parents are his real parents and his dad is like a CIA op or some shit, and then he becomes hunted.
There's like a movie, maybe it's called Tracer or Tracers. Let's see, Taylor Lautner.
Wait, who was in that? Was that Robert Pattinson who was in that 9/11 romance movie?
He
it's
was, yeah.
Remember Me? Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
believe Bowser did that to Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, so
Fucked up.
there's a 2015 movie called Tracers, and basically it's like this hard action film that's Taylor Lautner doing parkour the entire time.
It's just 90
Whoa.
minutes of a compilation of Taylor Lautner's parkour.
It's a 23% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Like it literally was just Taylor Lautner doing parkour the entire time.
So Taylor Lautner being married to nobody made me think about Amanda Bynes and how she's like married to nobody and has also become a nobody. And then that made me think about
Dan
Zoe
Schneider.
102.
I've seen it.
I don't spoil it because I've got like a half hour left, but what a bad film.
Do you have any interest in watching Zoe 102, RJ?
I guess I have to watch Zoe 101 first to understand.
You don't really have to watch
the
it.
prerequisite course that is Zoe 101.
Yeah, to graduate to Zoe 102. Yeah,
Watch it.
grad
That was to watch Zoe 102 with it.
Nobody has to watch Zoe 101.
My fiance and I watched it this past weekend, and like a lot of the stuff was like, why is this in it? Like this makes no sense, like in continuity with the actual TV show.
It was just bad, dude. I was just bored.
But I can't talk about it because you still gotta finish it.
Yeah, I still gotta finish it.
Speaking
Talk
of
about it in like a year from now.
Yeah, the part where Black Panther showed up and said Wakanda forever was absolutely wild.
Are you making that up?
Then Dan Schneider shows up out of nowhere.
No, that's true.
And then he tastes defeat.
Oh, okay. And there it is. Speaking of sequels, did anyone watch Indiana Jones 5?
Yeah, it was horrible.
I kind of figured.
I did not watch it, but because I've told myself I would never watch another one after Crystal Skull, unless Shia LaBeouf starred in the in the new one. But they got Harrison Ford. They drug his like 80-year-old butt into the movie theaters again to make him do another action movie. You can tell he's just not into it. He does not want to do these anymore.
No, so he did want to do Indiana again. He hates Star Wars, but he loves Indiana Jones. Yeah, I won't tell you guys about the whole shot, the Mutt Williams, what happens to everyone's character. I won't get into that because you guys haven't seen it. But
what ends up happening is they bring back the crystal skulls, and then everybody's face just burns off again.
Dial of Destiny legitimately made King of the Crystal Skull look like Raiders. Like
that's bad.
There was no magic in Dial of Destiny. There was no whimsy. That shit just sucked.
They actually just resurrected Sean Connery for the part again. What did you say, Junior? Oh, we named the dog Indiana.
I like that guy who directed it a lot, but I don't like him anymore because of that shit. But I really like Ford versus Ferrari, man. I really love Logan,
The
but
Harrison
not
Ford
this.
versus
Logan was
Ferrari.
good.
Yeah, James Mangold sucks to me now because like this shit was a mess.
I mean, like I said, when you're just squeezing old properties for money, it's not gonna be good. Like, I cannot think of like a recent movie where like they squeezed an old property and it was good.
Literally Top Gun Maverick.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give
No?
Top Gun Maverick. That was a good movie.
Top Gun Maverick, Mad Max Fury Road. That was a
Oh,
great
yeah.
one.
That was the one with Tom Hardy,
Yes, it was.
who is obviously the best Venom ever, besides Tobey
Duel.
Maguire.
Yo, No Way Home
Take
pissed
on
me off.
this.
No Way Home pissed me off because Venom 2 had an immaculate post-credit scene.
Right?
And then they squandered it. They did nothing
Yeah.
with that.
It
Yeah.
was the biggest cock tease in movie history.
I'm telling
I
you,
was like,
bro.
oh, I was like, Venom's coming to the MCU, and then at the end of No Way Home, it's like, oh no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, they like teased you. Oh, the symbiote stayed. This part of the symbiote stayed.
Yeah,
So
but I gotta like look at Tom, try to be Edge.
it was just
It's not
really,
cool.
it was just really weird because then like the post credit scenes for like Morbius was Vulture getting getting sent over to the Morbius Venom cinematic universe.
Yeah. That's
I'm
a
gonna
whole cluster
watch
schmuck.
I'm gonna watch all the Venomverse movies because like after
Refer
Morbius and
to it
Venom
as
2, I got to.
wait, is Craven going to be in that Venomverse?
It is, but
Oh
it got
God.
delayed for a year because of the strike.
Ah, yes,
Oh
the
yeah.
strike.
So
The
the next
strike.
one is Madam Web.
Oh,
Has some
that's
baddies in it.
interesting. Madam Web's one of those interesting characters that like I really enjoyed seeing like the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon and also like Spider-Man like Web of Shadows or whatever it's called, the video game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So next one's Madam Web with Sydney Sweeney and then the lady from 50 Shades of Grey, Dakota
Ugh.
Fanning.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. That's
So
interesting.
it's gonna be pretty hot.
No, Spider-Man, spray your webs on me.
God damn it.
So it's Madam Web and then Venom 3 and then Craven, which is really dumb because that's gonna be such a shit show because Craven was supposed to come out before all these.
That happened with another movie. I feel like maybe it was an MCU. It was an MCU where like
Yeah,
maybe it was Ant-Man or something. Something got flopped to where it didn't really make sense with the post-credit scenes because of the
it was WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
okay.
Because I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be like, I think that was supposed to come out before Black Widow, but it came out like way after.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will agree though. That's what's been turning me off a little bit to the MCU is there's just so much you have to watch now. Like I have to sit here and watch the movies, which is fine, but then I have to watch, 8 hour long episodes of a TV show to be caught up with all of the lore and all that. I think it's what's turning a lot of people off. That's why you see a lot of like non-success with like Ant-Man and Wasp, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever didn't do so well. The only one that did well, I think, recently is the third Guardians movie.
And No Way Home. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna
no way home. No way home got a softball lob to them because all they had to do was show Andrew and Toby, and they would probably have everybody creaming their pants.
well
Absolute nerdgasm.
that's the issue
There
that's
you go.
gonna come with the James Gunn verse. The whole thing is what I was telling you earlier. I'll tell RJ is they're gonna make it so that like the comics and the video games and the TV shows and the animated movies, they're and the live action shows, they're all gonna connect to the movies. So to like understand the movie, you're gonna have to read the mini series and then also the video game tie-in.
You also have to play Lego Batman. You also have to make sure to watch the Lego Batman movie and then also read the manga or watch the movie that was the Ninja Turtles and Batman Samurai.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to buy the bat cereal and then read the back of it to
Watch
get the
Teen Titans
setup.
Go to the movies.
It's like, you know, it's gonna be, it's like in Fortnite when they had the
Mr.
prologue.
Beast.
No, it's Fortnite when they had the prologue for Rise of Skywalker.
Oh my god.
They had the Emperor's like broadcast, and they had an important backstory locked behind Fortnite.
Can you imagine just like what? Like not understanding a part of the movie because you didn't play Fortnite?
It didn't add anything to it either. It was just a transmission of Palpatine, but it explained where the hell he came from. I'm sorry, that movie still pisses me off. I hate
What?
that movie.
You don't like Ray Skywalker?
No, it's Ray Palpatine.
It's Ray Palpatine.
It's Ray Skywalker. I heard her say it. Daisy Ridley said her name was Ray Skywalker.
I heard what she said, but no, no.
I also got to hear Hayden Christensen. That was good. I got to hear his voice. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I also haven't seen Kenobi yet, which is unfortunate.
I heard they're all like not good. They've
Okay.
all gone off the rails, dude. They got Lizzo and
Jack Black.
Mandalorian, bro.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
resurrected Sir Christopher Lee.
So, so I watched most of them. I didn't watch the one I didn't watch was Andor, which I probably should watch because that's I heard is the only good one, or like actually well written. But Mandalorian's definitely kind of fallen off. It just definitely feels like a lot of side quests that doesn't really lead to anything. It kind of feels like the story's already done. I did watch Kenobi. I didn't finish it, but that one was a bit weird. Like it started okay, but then the premise kind of got ahead and it was just a bit weird. It was cool to see Vader. It was cool to see kind of the prequel stuff too, but it didn't. The whole story just didn't work.
At the end, where Jar Jar Binks comes out as the Sith Lord.
That was pretty neat. I didn't get it, but it was cool.
Missa Sith, Missa gonna choke you. Who wouldn't want to be choked out by Jar Jar Binks?
But RJ, how were the Star Wars as someone who was sent to space?
Oh, which Star Wars are you talking about?
Live action Star Wars.
All of them.
Oh, okay. Well, the prequels are pretty okay. I like them because of the memes, but honestly, they're good. They're good stories by themselves. A lot of the execution, it's not done well, but the premise is amazing. And just like the backstory for Star Wars, it's great. I think.
No, I mean, how were they like living through the war? No, how was the war? Were you like a stormtrooper or were you on the rebel side out in space?
Okay. I guess I'll try to lament about my time during the space wars. Yeah, we weren't able to call it Star Wars because of copyright reasons. It goes all the way out into space. Disney's a bitch about that.
Those Trek Wars.
Yes, yeah, Trek Wars. Space fights. There we go. Space
fights.
It was cool. I was on the good side. We fought clone robots of fish people. There's a fish planet. It was kind of weird. They wanted to cover the space and oceans. That was their plan. So I guess we had to stop them.
What? Wanted to cover the space and ocean.
Yeah, just wanted everything in the ocean so they could swim everywhere. Again, they were a threat to the galaxy. I didn't get it, but I had to help a lot.
What's crazy is when you look to the left and you see a giant Long John Silver's space station floating by.
Honestly, that was probably the scariest part of the whole entire endeavor. Not the killing of the people, not the wars, not even the evil space wizards, but the giant what'd you call it?
Long John Silver's.
Yeah, the Long John Silver spaceship. I peed a bit, just a little bit.
I just don't know how fast food fish places are in business. Like, who's keeping Long John Silver's and Captain D's in business?
I know someone who worked at a Long John Silver's Taco Bell hybrid store. If you've seen those.
Yeah, I know the glory of the KFC Yum combination areas.
Yeah, it's like eating a crossover.
I love a Kentucky Hut. Really good.
No, but this
Taco Bell.
This is a Long John Silver's, and it's still standing. Well, I don't know what happens when like one of them goes under. It's like a conjoined twin, and your twin
Oh, they're like
dies.
just dead. It's like what happened though? It's like, so there's like cobwebs over there. You're trying to order like a freaking calzone. What happened over there? You don't know.
Let's talk about it.
It's that scene in SpongeBob where like they're like, the dirty bubble, where'd you come from? The dark side of the Krusty Krab. And just like half of it's just completely in shadow.
So one movie, and we were talking about video game movies earlier. It obviously the big one coming out soon is going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Ooh.
Oh my god. That looks kind of bad, honestly, but I want it to be good. I want it to be good, but it doesn't look like
it has Josh Hutcherson from Hunger Games and Matthew Lillard from Scooby Doo.
That's why I want it to be good, but I don't know.
It's just a knockoff of Willy's Wonderland at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be the best video game movie of the year. Easy.
Willy's Wonderland.
Easy clap. Easy clap.
I don't know. Luckily, Scott has such a good story of lore out there for Five Nights at Freddy's. Arguably, though, there's too much of it. And if any of you want to hear about it, just go to listen to Matt Pat. He has like 5 billion. His career is based off of Five Nights at Freddy's at this point. Go look at some game theories of it. But like, there's some nice lore. I've seen like thick books of it at Books A Million just for lore for Five Nights at Freddy's. It's absolutely wild.
It's crazy. I don't know if like it got away from it or anything, but I guess he's been keeping up with it.
It was supposed to be what, like 2 or 3 games, and he's like, "Oh, I'm done."
Yeah.
Then he was like, "No, okay, I'm going to keep doing this, probably because of money, obviously."
Bro, imagine you go to like the movie premiere and you're sitting next to Matt Pat and he brings an entire damn like notebook. He's just like taking notes
all the time. And that's
this
just the theory. Would that be a film theory? It wouldn't be a game theory at that point.
Be a film theory.
He would like tie into every theory, like game theory, film theory. I think he's doing like fashion theory, fashion theory.
Yeah.
Like the fashion of like furries or some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I've heard a lot of people like, "Oh, this YouTuber is in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie," but I've heard nothing about Markiplier or Matt Pat. I feel like those two are like 2 ones that definitely should be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh, like a cameo? Yeah. That would that would be nice. Throw a bone to them for all their hard work of promoting the series.
Markiplier is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. I watched the videos in like 2015. That's wild to think that 8 years ago. Five Nights at Freddy's came out in like 2013, 2014, but like the huge burst in popularity that was like the 2014, 2015 years for Five Nights at Freddy's crazy.
That's really just the annoying thing about like that movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds was like they hired the most mid YouTubers and streamers to show up. Did you guys see that?
I think Pokimane was in a portion of it though.
She was,
Pokimane.
And it was like I think Jacksepticeye was in it.
He's not mid. You put some respect on his name.
Yeah,
I said what I said. Oh, Ninja was in it. That movie, I kind of liked it when it came out, but that's also because it was 2021. There was nothing out.
I thought it was a fun movie. It wasn't a cinematic masterpiece, but it was definitely a fun movie.
I liked it. I don't know. I just back.
Okay, I just saw the clip where he had the shield from Captain America, and then Chris Evans goes, "What the shit?"
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
I think I saw that in theaters with Nick.
Nice. Wow. I didn't finish my story about space fights. How it ended. No, it's okay.
How did it end?
So we gathered all the fish people into a giant spaceship, and essentially we kind of just microwaved them. We turned up the heat inside, and then when it came back, I realized that's just the ending to Wakanda Forever. So I kind of feel gypped about that. But yeah, we made it into fried fish food, and then we had a party with the Glee Glocks that helped us win the fight and put them into the microwave ship.
Wow. That's a great ending.
It really wasn't. It was really lame.
Is there no sequel to it?
No, I literally slipped out during the party. I was supposed to get a medal, but I was like, I don't care. I just want to go back to my spaceship in isolation. So that's what I did.
So wait, you actually had a chance to get out of the spaceship? But you decided to go back into the spaceship?
It was so annoying. They're talking about sequels and bringing back one of the villains they just killed, and I couldn't stay on board with it.
You're like, screw these intergalactic thoughties. The rock shop is where I belong.
Really?
The
I mean, I
Galactic
drifted
Rock Shop.
the Galactic. I should have, but I
Well,
didn't.
thanks a lot, RJ, because your spaceship went all throughout the atmosphere. Now, like the government's putting all taxpayer money to like anti-RJ tech.
People
What?
are not wanting to take their airplane flights because they think they're androids or on their flights now.
Oh,
Yeah, they got like RJ surveillance, alien watch, UFO watch. That's all because of you.
They're not
um,
UFOs anymore. It's like there's some other
UAP.
name.
they're called
Yeah,
RJs
UAP.
now.
Like it's like unidentified like aerial phenomena, whatever it is.
All these stupid
Yeah,
acronyms.
So why did we change it from UFO to UAP? Like why are we name changing it now? Was it like not PC to aliens?
because it's literally 1984.
We're just not PC. We're just like, oh, we don't want to call them unidentified flying objects. There could be species up there. It's not very nice. We don't
My
want to.
mother was an unidentified flying object. How dare you?
My mother was a UFO. You ugly fat orphan.
More like a
Oh,
UFO.
Oh,
oh.
hey,
And that's why they changed it.
you leave Artie's mom out of that. Her and I have great talks about economy. Okay.
Oh my
It's
god.
in shambles right now.
Stop teaching her, David. She knows enough.
Arguably, she knows more than me about it.
What?
She's filed her taxes more than I have.
Yeah, I mean she's gone above and beyond, but just like it's just too much. All she does is just talk about like getting money and saving money and something about NFTs. I don't care. I don't.
She's talking about her non-fungible tokens. I don't know what she keeps talking about Dogecoin. We're gonna she actually sent me into space. That's why I was in space. She said Doge to the moon. She sent me with it. It made no sense.
What if I
I was so
dropped?
confused.
What if I dropped the rock shop as an NFT?
What,
Like
but like,
on
what
like an
would the
episode?
Rock you be? Like, other than Dwayne Johnson, what would the Rock
It
be?
it would be a picture of me doing this.
It'd be a picture of Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery.
Kissing.
So, if you remember the rock shop lore, the rock shop was named after a store at the mall I would hang out at. It was called the Rock Shop, and they'd sell comic books. And it went away. Well, I was at the mall when I was at Barbie, and they opened up a store, and I can't remember the name of it, but they sell rocks, crystals. So they have a new rock shop, and they're selling a complete
Ooh, crystal
dinosaur.
meth.
They're selling a complete dinosaur replica for $30,000.
Like
Well,
dinosaur
did you
as
buy it?
like
No.
an actual dinosaur, or like
No, a
the Disney
replica.
Channel show dinosaurs.
It's like a replica fossil thing. It looks like something like you trick out your Animal Crossing house and you just have like the entire like dinosaur fossil
Can you explain
complete.
it in Genshin Impact terms for me?
No, I don't speak that
Big
foul
lizard,
language.
but anime.
Ooh,
Booba.
Darling in the Franks.
Big booba.
Big booba. Also, I wanted to talk about this. We were talking about like the best video game movie. I will stand by this. The best video game movie ever is a Sonic OVA, not the Sonic movie. There was an
Band-ups?
OVA. No,
The Sonic band-ups?
that's a close second. But no, back in the day, I think it was Toei. They made an actual animation for Sonic the Hedgehog. It was about like 90 minutes of him versus like Metal Sonic, and it was like the best thing ever. It still holds up today.
That one's just weird. Like Eggman kidnaps like a 12-year-old and tries to marry her. That was a little
Yeah,
sus.
I saw that
that
fan
is a bit
dub.
weird. You saw-
Whoa.
oh, but no, it was
flushed
just
him down the toilet.
first I'm down to Charlotte. Classic.
If you haven't seen the Sonic fan dubs, Ryan,
Go
they're
watch it.
great.
I have not now.
There's
Now
you should watch it.
Nick Bonbon and Josh may disagree with you on that. However, I think that the Sonic fan dubs are one of the greatest ones as well as the Spider-Man video game fan dub. and even the Sly Cooper fan dub, which is pretty good.
Bro, I have bad takes in general because, like, I made them watch Ghost Stories and they thought it was a mid.
Oh, Ghost Stories is amazing. I know.
That's
How
right.
could they say that?
He dropped us into like in the middle of it. I had no idea what was going on. He dropped us into the one with the
rabbit. Yeah, but you don't watch it for the plot. There is no plot.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
kind of would want to know what I'm getting myself into. First episode, like I'm not. It will never work between us. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
Oh,
But
God, this is
actually,
so
Classic
good.
anime.
For
episode.
some reason, my Instagram algorithm will pump out like clips of ghost stories now. Like it'll do like random clips of ghost stories on my Instagram like Reels algorithm.
The crazy thing is that is like the official English dub. It's not like someone made like a parody like TFS or anything. It was an actual company that just went crazy with the script, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I just know like the main name I know for the English dub is Monica Rial, who like is the voice of Froppy. So
Oh wait, she was part of it?
yeah, she was like one of the voice actresses in the Ghost Stories.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Now I like my favorite Ghost Stories, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters with all
Paul
the
Rudd.
females.
Yes, the all-female version that also had Bill
Yes.
Murray.
Well,
No,
it's about
it did.
closing time for the Rock Shop podcast
Closing
because it's
time.
like
But,
Tuesday at like 10:30.
But
That's
Dad,
crazy.
I'm not even tired. Look.
RJ, you better brush your teeth and go to bed. I've already made your hot glass of milk for you to drink.
Oh, okay.
You better get to bed now before your bed'll be space.
That's true. If you don't go to bed now, we'll send you right back into space.
Please no, I cannot do a space fights too.
It'll be great. You'll be the well, not the Phantom Menace, the ghost evildoer, and then you'll get what was the second one? Second one's Attack of the Clones. So the ambush of the Gemini twins.
I would fight a lot of Will Smiths. I could actually do that.
A lot. Oh, not Will Smith. Oh, that was another bad movie.
Which one?
Oh, I didn't. Gemini Man. I didn't watch it, but it looked bad too.
Well, we all know Will Smith's best movie is Wild Wild West.
The best.
Wild Wild West. Yippee yo, yippee yay. All right, let's let him close the rock shop.
All right.
Who are you people?
I am David Seaver. You can find me at DJ Face120 on most social medias. Again, I do highly taken podcasts as a sports podcast, so check us on TikTok, Instagram, whatever.
And who are
I'm
you?
RG Valencia, and I'm back on Earth, so I'm excited to breathe oxygen and eat good food.
For now.
For now.
Thus endeth the space arc.
Shalom.
Goodbye.
Bruh.